Another bit of information I wanted to share of wisdom, of ancient wisdom. Um, that was like I said, it was one of the tricks that got us to, that separated us and fragmented us and made us, our power down, is when they say there's nothing to fear but fear itself. That is really the truth, because something only becomes a problem when we look at it as a problem. That's when it really is a problem. That's when it really is. If you change your mindset and you change your to look at it in a different way, like, what is this trying to teach me? What is this? You know what I mean? Or just not to let it become, because it perpetuates, that energy is perpetuated. When you look at it as a problem, it still is a problem until you can change your mindset. That's how powerful we are. And so it really is true. I know people have heard it, and I heard it over and over and over too. But it's really clicking with me that, it's only a problem if I look at it as a problem. If I see it as a problem, it's the only way it can be a problem for me, is if I see it as a problem for me. If I let it be a problem for me, then it's still going to continue to be a problem for me. But if I don't, if I take that power away in that way, then it isn't. And that's truth. That's just the truth. That's ancient wisdom. That's ancient knowledge. It seems so simple and practical, but there's so many ways that it has, even in my own life, that it has taken my power away, and that it has controlled me, by looking at things as problems, and why is this happening to me, and kind of stuff. And I know blame helps nothing. So I have to throw it out the window, and I still catch myself, going to a lower vibration, and blaming things, and blaming, but it doesn't. I know for a fact that blaming does no good at all. It helps in no way. It is completely non-beneficial, for in any way. It really is. It doesn't help to blame. Putting responsibility where responsibility lies is one thing. And taking responsibility where responsibility lies is another thing. But it's only to own that, or give ownership to wherever that needs to be, but then letting it go. That's where the forgiveness and letting things go and surrendering is. Because if you hold on to it, it only perpetuates that same energy. That's the ancient wisdom and the ancient knowledge that I'm talking about, is knowing that energetic perpetuation. It perpetuates that energy by keeping that energy still current in that current state. If you take that energy, if you take away that energy in that way, then it won't perpetuate in that way. It will change for the better if you change it for the better. If you keep, it can get worse too if you think about it worse, you know what I mean? And so, type of deal. That's what. But yeah, so don't look at problems as problems, because they'll remain problems. You have to change the mindset of it. I know it sounds, cliche, but it's actually true. It's funny that it could be ancient wisdom and ancient knowledge when it's something that we all know, and it's so simple and so practical to hear. It is, you know what I mean? But to actually implement and to actually do and to actively is a lot harder, and you got to give yourself that. You got to be gentle with yourself in all ways, because things are hard, and yet we got to acknowledge that they're hard, because if we try and ignore that, then it just becomes a problem for us. And that only perpetuates the problem and perpetuates that same energy. And so that's what we don't want, so more food for thought. Liberation, baby. That's what we're doing. Liberation of the mind. Yeah. What is it? Neurodivergent programming. Yeah. We're going to NEUROINSURGENT programming. What's up? Divine NEUROINSURGENT programming. Architectural stuff.